Hi, I'm back. I work in the tech space in Sydney. I've worked in companies such as CommBank, which is arguably Australia's most innovative bank, Telstra, the largest telecommunications company, and now Canva, which is a real startup success story. Every week I have young women reach out asking for advice on their career, particularly when it's related to science, technology, engineering or math. And I thought rather than just continuing to respond one-on-one, I'd set up videos so maybe more people could benefit from the advice and the guidance that I give from the experience that I've had. So the the text that came through this week came from Noura, who is a student in Western Sydney. She's 17 years old, and she texted and said, "Hey Beck, I need to choose which subjects to take next year, but to do that I need to know what job I want to do when I finish studying. How should I choose what job I want to do?" Now this is a really tough subject. I always say if I went up to my parents when I was 16 or 17 or 18 years old and said to them, "Mum, Dad, I found the person I want to marry. I'm 100% certain of it. We're going to get married and live happily ever after, and this is what I want for the rest of my life." If I was to say that to them when I was that age, my parents would say, "You are too young to make a decision that will impact the rest of your life." And yet that's what you have to do when you're 16, 17, 18 years old. You're choosing subjects, you're choosing jobs, you're choosing degrees that really will impact the rest of your life, and that's intimidating. So I've got 3 tips that I'm hoping will help to make it less intimidating. And you may remember last week when I was giving advice about CVs, I used XYZ, having X factor with the look and feel, be yogic with the content, and have zest with how you deliver it. I'm going to keep 3 letters to help make these tips memorable. When trying to find a job or subjects that you will enjoy studying for the next few years or working in for many years, keep in mind RST: research, seek opportunities, and talk to people. And let me go through those one at a time. Research. Now, there are jobs that exist that you don't know about. There are jobs that exist that I don't know about. And the only way to find out about what options are available to you are by doing research. You know, when I was growing up as a 17, 18-year-old, I thought to myself, I only really had nursing or teaching to choose from. I didn't know technology existed and how exciting the opportunities were and unlimited the opportunities were. So research. I always like to go on a website that has jobs in startups. So AngelList is my favorite website. Go on AngelList, look at jobs that seem appealing to you. Look at the titles that get your attention. Look at how much money they make, the responsibilities that people have, the impact that they have, and the subjects and degrees that they've done that let them move into that job. So R, research. Then S, seek out opportunities. When you find 3 jobs that you really like the look of, find local businesses, because AngelList.com is focused in Silicon Valley. You might not be in Silicon Valley. When you find some jobs that appeal, find local businesses that have those jobs. So for example, let's say I really like the look of a software engineering job. Let's say an Android software engineer. Then I would look for organizations nearby that have software engineers working in them and approach them and ask to do work experience there for 1 or 2 days. You could shadow someone who is doing that job at the moment. That way you can see the meetings that they go to, the conversations that they have each day, whether they seem to really enjoy the job, and you can see and experience it for yourself. So R, do the research. S, seek out work experience opportunities. T, talk to people. Now, there's a website called LinkedIn. It's like a professional version of Facebook. Set up an account there and find women who have jobs similar or exactly like the jobs that appeal to you when you were doing your research stage. So again, if you were interested in software engineering, or maybe you were interested in some kind of medical practitioner or a medical researcher, find medical researchers on LinkedIn, and approach young women who have those titles, or just approach any woman who has that title and say, hey, I'm Beck, or whatever your name is, Noura. I'm interested in having a career in technology, and I need to choose some subjects. You have a job that is interesting to me. Can you spare 10 minutes either for a phone conversation, or I could email you through some questions and you can respond to that. And if they say yes, have a list of questions ready to go that you want to know, that will help you to evaluate whether you're interested in their job or not. You know, questions such as, what's great about your job? What's crap about your job? What job would you recommend studying for? Are you happy with your job choice? What impact do you have? And is there anyone else that you recommend talking to about before I make a decision about what to study? Now, when you're talking to people, message 100 people, because 99 people won't respond. People are just too busy. Don't get upset, don't get discouraged, just keep messaging people, and you will find people that do have the time and do dedicate themselves. So R for research, S for seek out opportunities, T for talk to people. The last thing is, you know, after doing all this, there is a chance that you still don't know what you want to do when you're older. That's what I experienced when I had to choose what university subjects to do, and I chose a degree, psychology and commerce, a double degree, and I did the 2 degrees together because it gave me a lot of opportunities to decide what I wanted to do after that. And you know, I ended up in technology. My best friend did the same degree, and she ended up a culture auditor. So she does investigations in organizations and identifies people who are doing corrupt, anti-competitive or criminal behavior, and she reports them to the organization's boards. So very different jobs from just the same degree. So do your research, seek opportunities and talk to people. If you still aren't sure, choose subjects and degrees and jobs that give you more options to explore rather than less. Alright, I'll include the link below the video if you have questions that you yourself would like to submit. But otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.